Please note that this episode contains mentions of violent acts. Viewer discretion is advised. I understand why he got canceled. I'm joking. I'm gay.
Just cut out that entire section, matter of fact.
Jack Ringenberg Media.
Everybody, welcome to College Life Unscripted. My name is Ryhanna, and today I'm joined by...
I'm John Reach.
You may be wondering why Kayce May isn't here. She's sick. Very sick.
Who the hell cares?
So today we're going to be doing just like a little fun episode of basically a Muncie tell-all.
Dun dun!
So the first round of business...
Mocals. If
you guys don't know what a mocal is, it's Muncie locals. They are some interesting characters.
I'm telling you, you can go to the Walmart on campus, or near campus, it's not on campus, near campus and you'll be safe. Go to the one on the other side of Muncie, watch out.
I think Kayce would think, like, she would not agree with that. I honestly I think that the Walmart that is further away from us is nicer than the one that's closest to us.
It's a bougie Walmart, but you can get stared at by so many Mocals. They look at you and they're like, you're a sinner for coming to their Walmart. Like, you know, we have the one on campus, like near campus. Frick, I did that again. Near campus because, like, you know, the Mocals know not to go there. Whenever you're over at that Walmart, they just go like, who do you think you are?
Well, I mean, we're a group of 8 college kids going into Walmart like, oh my God, guys, we should buy this.
Yeah.
We should buy this.
I got these shorts at that Walmart because this Walmart didn't have them because the big bitches got to them first. That is a joke. Last year, we went to Walmart, like, within the first week of school, and we couldn't find any XL shirts.
It was literally bad. Like, I would be like, hey, where's my shirt size? All of it's gone. The only thing that's left is extra small.
Or and there was a large, and, like, you think I could fit a large?
No, it was so bad. There was this girl, petite, this size. I saw her go into my size. In the shirts, I said,
why?
It's the last one. I'm hoping and praying. I'm like, please go up to, like, the small. Even medium. Medium would have been oversized on this girl. No. She took the last 2X, and I went,
the big bitches got to it first.
But anyway, I think that the Walmart that's furthest from us is honestly better than the one that's closest. I just think that the Mocals don't like when we go there.
Yeah.
Because we low-key, like, frick up all their stuff.
I mean, we are loud. Do you know the story about, like, from that Walmart?
No.
So, Bree, you know Bree Probella. Yeah. She is from here. She's kind of a Mocal. She lives in Yorktown, so it's, like, a little different. She told me, I don't know if I can say this. The police found, like, a meth lab in a book bag at that Walmart.
God love the Mocals. I love them so much. Oh my God, on campus, I didn't tell you this. So I went to go pick up my boyfriend from one of his little gatherings for a group that he used to be in, which is singers. And I'm driving and I see this plastic bag on the road. By the way, it's like filled. Like, don't know what with. But it was like almost like gas, if that makes sense. Never, ever, ever pick up a plastic bag on the side of the road because it might be a meth lab, and I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So I'm just driving. I see this Mocal, and they were interesting to say the least. They grabbed the bag, looked at it, and went, "Hell yeah!" The bag. I said, "That's either crack." Or that's a meth lab. So, and I'm assuming it was the meth lab. And I was just like, okay, period. Now I don't have to deal with it. Period. And I went to go, like, he gets in the car and I tell him about it. He goes, oh, yeah, I saw somebody drop that bag on the side of the road earlier.
Oh.
So that was fun. That side of Muncie, I don't really see much.
Yeah,
I don't like seeing that side much.
One of my favorite things that Mocals do is almost every town has like a Facebook chatter. Well, Muncie has a What's Up Muncie. And they just post. They say anything and everything they want. One of my all-time favorite stories was last semester. There was this girl who was like, what's going on in Muncie tonight? I'm a college student trying to get out of my dorm. And they said, your homework? Like, they were trying to clock this girl to make her stay on campus because they did not want to see us.
It is so funny because, like, there are two different type of Mocals. There are Mocals who are, like, high class, like, stay on your little street of Ball State. Don't come here. And then there are the Mocals that, like, any college girls want to hook up type of stuff. Like, that's the only way I can describe it. I'm just like, it's so weird because I see both at the same time, and I'm just like, yeah. Okay.
As a homosexual, I get on Grindr, and sometimes on Grindr, you know, you're scrolling, you see your college students, pretty normal. Then there's that 50-year-old man that you're like, where did you come from, and why did you message me?
Hey, baby, you want to hook up?
No, thank you.
And it's, like, crazy because they think because they live in Muncie, which obviously they were here before we were, but, like, because they live in Muncie, it's just kind of, like, their turf. So when they come on Ball State, they're like, get out of the street. Get out of the street. And, by the way, this is at, like, 2 a.m. I swear I saw a Mocal at 2 a.m. on the street, and they were just, like, I wish I could, like, get up and show you what they were doing. They were dancing. Somebody asked, they like came out there like, are you okay? They were like, get on my curb. I was like, your curb? What do you mean your curb? What do you mean? And then they were just like, I don't know. I can't even like describe how gone this man was.
One of my
drunk.
Other like the funnier things about like being on like campus, because campus usually you don't see a Mocal, they kind of like stay gone. But if you go to like the houses right down the road, it's like either a mix of like college student houses and then Mocals live in the houses like in between the houses. So where I like do stuff, his neighbor is a Mocal, and she has this baby. I'm telling you, I think she showed up to one of the parties with her baby. Don't know how she got in, but Mocals be Mocal.
They're not gonna stop them. I mean, yeah. You either let them in or you get fined. So,
right, yeah. It's either you let me in or
there's
a noise complaint.
Right,
it's so loud.
I wonder how many Mocals have done that. Like, genuinely.
Oh.
Have, like, done, like, noise. I want to interview some people in, like, Muncie and be like, how do you guys feel about being so close to a college campus?
Behind Riverside is, like, houses that, yeah, college students live in. But, again, Mocals do live there. Imagine, like, you just hear, in your house.
Every night.
Like, literally.
Bass boosted, like, what do you do?
I don't.
Should I call
Do I call
her?
them or... I don't know if they'll do anything.
Right. So it's just kind of like the thing. I really want to... Any Muncie locals who are watching this that may or may not go to college and would like to have an interview about that, I would love to interview you and, like, see what it's like to live so close to a college campus and, like, campus life. Because that's got to be annoying. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're by Riverside. I couldn't imagine that.
2 hours ago, we have been overrun with cats and have 2 sister kittens around 6 months old, both female, 1 calico, 1 brindle colored, from a Mocal.
Right.
Oh, sorry. That was a hot, sexy Mocal. No, it was a sexy Mocal.
I need to find out, like, more stuff that goes around Muncie because we only get news about campus.
Yes. So, allegedly, like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, we were like on campus, and just a few streets over from campus, there was like 3 shootings in one night.
Yes.
And Ball State didn't notify anyone, but like Muncie News was reporting it and being like, if you're near campus, do not leave. But campus didn't alert us.
Because it was like 3 in one night.
At Ball State, there's a little place called The Village, which is right off of campus, which is still technically campus because they keep expanding that side. But so last year, there was a shooting at the gas station at The Village, and we got an alert for that because of how close it was to campus.
We got an alert as soon as it happened.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I'm not even kidding.
I guess
somebody heard gunshots, and then immediately we got alert. But, like, 3 shootings in one night, we didn't get one thing. We got an alert about something that was probably 5 minutes off of campus.
Yeah, we had that alert. Last year, right, it was off of Neely. We got an alert for that.
Yeah.
But then this year, whenever we had something like the street over from Neely, no alert. Like, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was a story about that night where the shooting happened. We were on our way back from Raising Cane's because we were biggies, and we were like parked our cars at the stadium.
By the way, this is at like 11 at night.
Yeah, like the buses. Hungry. It was the last time the buses were running. We got on the last loop.
That's when we met Amy. We love you, Amy.
I love you, Amy. She drives
miss you.
Green Loop, Bus 900. Please visit my girl, Amy.
And please say hi and be nice to her.
Yes, if you're not nice to her, I'm gonna get you.
You're not gonna get me.
I can't even
run. Y'all just gotta do a light jog. He's not getting you.
You guys see me do a brisk jog, you'll win. Anyways, we were on our way back on the bus, and we get the notification that says there's been a shooting. Like, right where we're going, it says avoid the area. And we didn't know which gas station it was, because there's one that we passed from the stadium and one in the village, because it just said at the gas station. And it said location, but I'm directionally challenged, so I didn't know. And I was like, we're gonna get shot on this bus.
He is freaking out, and Amy, God love her, she's like, it's okay guys, like it's none of her here, still freaking out. He's like, oh my God, guys, we literally, like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Are we just gonna stay on the bus?
We had to go from the North Dining bus stop all the way back to Schmidt-Wilson, which isn't that far of a jog, and it's also, like, kind of, like, curdled together, so it's, like, safe.
But like, Amy is trying to calm him down the most she can. She's like, we're not going over there. This is the last loop. And, like, John is like, oh my God, we're going to stay on the bus. We have to stay on the bus. Like, we have to. Amy's trying everything on her power. She's like, no, you don't have to stay on the bus. No, like, you can go.
Get off my bus. Please get off my bus.
We're her very last loop. It's only me, John, and Michael.
I think there was 2 other people that were in the back of the bus and were up front.
Yeah. So we're like, I'm dying laughing because, like, Amy's like, no, like, get off the bus. Like, get off, please. And we're like, John, get off. Like, this is on the other side of campus. He goes, what if they come up here? Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
No, because they shot the gas station attendant. And then, like, apparently they fled. They could have fled onto campus. That would have been some shit. Stuff. That would have been some stuff. Language.
So anyway, that's the story. That's why we love Amy so much, because like
Amy.
she honestly was trying to calm us down. She's like, guys, like, by the way, this is our very first semester at Ball State, so we are freshmen, and it
was like the first 3 weeks.
We didn't know the Muncie lore. Like, we didn't know what happened in Muncie.
I mean, right. Well, growing up in Indiana, I live in a small town called Danville.
Danville.
I have a Danville address, but I live in a small town called Amo. And you know, it's a little country town. You hear everything wrong with a big city. And then you always like, Muncie is so bad. It's like crime ridden. You're going to get shot from going to Ball State. So then I come here and I'm like, I'm on edge like every second the first few weeks of school. Bro, I want to even...
I know we're talking about all these shootings, but it truly is not that bad, because second semester, I don't think that we had one.
No, the only thing we had second semester was tornado.
We're like, what, into the second week of spring?
Yeah.
We get this huge storm. And, like, I'm freaking out. Okay, it's not that I hate storms. I hate tornadoes.
Yeah.
Tornadoes are, like, my biggest fear. So I'm freaking out. And I'm like, I have to spend the night at because 2 of our friends were like, hey, like, come spend the night in our dorm tonight. And I'm like, no. And they're like, why? And I was like, I'm not spending the night in your guys' dorm because Michael and John's dorm has a basement. And apparently there's a tornado on the way.
So I was freaking out because I hate storms. I wanted to be a meteorologist growing up, and then I realized, no.
That ain't for me.
So I was freaking out. I was downstairs. I had the weather app up on my computer, and I was like, guys, it's about to hit. Like, the storm hit my house. It didn't hit my house, but it hit where I lived. And, like, I was like, guys, we need to go.
Which, by the way, I'm already freaking out because I hate tornadoes. So with John over here being like, oh my God, guys, we gotta go. I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, we're literally gonna die.
We were downstairs at Schmidt Wilson because I was like, I want to be, like, already on the first floor. I do not want to be all the way up on the 5th floor where I lived. So we got down there. And we are sitting there for maybe like 10 minutes, and all you hear is the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for your area. And we just hear everybody going, oh no, and they come crawling down the stairs. And
people weren't scared, they were pissed. Like, that was what was so funny about this. They came downstairs, they were like, oh my God, this isn't even a big deal. But then like, the tornado thing went off, right? And, like, I work at the desk this year, so, like, I know how it works a little bit. We're supposed to, like, stay calm. Mm-hmm. We hit the button. We go out. We direct everybody to go downstairs. Whatever, right?
Yeah.
These people were like, get downstairs right now.
So we were in, like, the first floor for the most, like, for the beginning. And then the RAs must have gotten a text that was like, put them in the basement now. Because all of a sudden it was like, we're going to the basement. And I was like, what is happening? Am I going to die in a tornado? I've never experienced a tornado before. Why is this happening now? And I was like, we're in the Wizard of Oz. Which is funny, because in the basement of Schmidt Wilson, there is a yellow brick road, is what I'll call it. And Ryhanna, I don't know if you can see this, is...
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the... We're in the basement. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
We were just in the basement of Schmidt Wilson. We learned what color the paint is of the walls, so... Some people did use that to their advantage, I'll say.
Bye. Because I remember going on, like, the Ball State story. It was either the Ball State story or Yik Yak, and people were like, hey, Schmidt Wilson, like, we know y'all's paint color. They posted it, and people were like, bless up.
It's Sherman Williams.
All of a sudden, Lowe's was packed. Like, it was packed to the brim. And we were like, oh, what's going on? People were like, paint sale at Lowe's.
Oh no, that was one of the craziest things. But they had us sit, like, on the ground, and I was trying to watch RuPaul's Drag Race.
That's what it was.
And I was like, it's not loading. And then I said, guys, anyone want to watch Drag Race with me? And, like, there was this really interesting character who turned around and went, hey, I do. And sat down next to me and just started to watch it. And I turned my Wi-Fi off and told them that the Wi-Fi went out so they didn't have to watch it with me.
But the funny thing is about that, right after the Wi-Fi actually did go out.
Yes,
so that
it was crazy.
And then, obviously, we all know about the Stu West window.
Yeah.
Which, is that fixed?
Yeah.
I think it was fixed next day.
Oh.
It got fixed, like, before we moved out.
Okay, because I was about to say, I know that they put cardboard over it, so that was fire.
Yeah, I know.
What's that about, Bossy?
Yeah, it was kind of scary.
Yeah, it really was.
Because then you get out of it and you're like, what does campus look like? Because they didn't allow us to leave, even though, like, the tornado had passed. They wouldn't let us leave the building. So I was a little like, guys, there's round
Campus
2
is
coming.
Gone. Campus is gone.
I did not want to have to wake up for my 9:30. It was a 9:30 intro to the singing actor class. I did not want to have to wake up and sing because I had to go and perform the next morning. I was like, please let Pruitt be destroyed. Please let Pruitt be destroyed.
I had lab the next day, and I was like, please tell me that the science building is gone. Like, please, because like he said, they didn't let us leave. So, like,
we also didn't know how severe it was or anything.
It was right next to us though.
So yeah, that weekend I went home and driving down what is the
69.
main? No, not 69. It's the road to get you to 69. The main Muncie road. The one that drives straight through like by
Bethel?
McGalliard.
Oh.
So you take McGalliard all the way down and it becomes a state road before you get to the interstate. And closer to the interstate, did you say Bethel?
Yeah. I'm so
Closer to the interstate, there was signs destroyed. Cars were flipped at this car lot. The train, like ding ding ding. One of them was bent. I don't know words. So it was bent and broken. Like I was like, guys, this is kind of scary. But
Yeah.
oh my gosh. This person, he was at his house for the tornado and he goes, guys, this storm is nothing. Sent us videos in our frat group chat of him just running out in the rain. Like tornado sirens going. And that's all you could hear. And you just hear him going, there's ain't no storm. And he's running. Like,
Ain't no love in Oklahoma. So I know that we've talked a lot of crap about Muncie, but I will say I do love it. Like,
yeah.
I couldn't imagine myself in another college town.
Yeah, I mean, I love Muncie so much. I visited ISU, which is in Terre Haute, and it just wasn't that.
It wasn't Muncie.
No, it didn't have the same energy. Terre Haute was kind of just bland, and the campus itself of ISU was kind of boring. I think when I came to Ball State, it felt like I was actually welcomed. It felt like a home.
Even though some locals aren't very welcoming to college students, a lot of them are.
Yeah. We on your campus tour, they have you do like your not department, but like your major meetings. So I got to meet with the head of the theater and dance program at my college tour. So that also made me feel like welcomed a little bit more. ISU had nothing like that. That was the other place
I
went.
realize a lot of campuses don't have like stuff like Ball State.
Yeah.
I feel like it's because we are a smaller campus that all the classrooms are more intimate.
Mm-hmm.
And like because Muncie isn't like a small town, but there's not a whole lot here.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of people, like if you go out and like you met them sometime before, you're more than likely, you are like 75% guaranteed that you will see them again at some point.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a very welcoming, like a lot of people that I've met here are nice. There's only been like 4 Muncie locals that I've been like, no.
Yeah, I mean, also, I've seen shows over at Muncie Civic Theater because my friends have been in them, and I just wanted to go see them because they were good shows. And you meet Mocals who do theater, which is weird that they exist because you're like, usually it's only like the theater people at Ball State, and then you see like these really old people who do theater. And there's just some of the Mocals like that are there that are so nice.
Muncie is just such a good community, to be honest.
Okay.
What?
So Hairspray happened. Crazy. Hairspray happened 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. I think 3 weeks ago at Muncie Civic Theater. One of the people in the cast got canceled on Facebook. They ran through the mud because they posted something about an event that happened recently. And this guy got dragged through the mud. He was on like the committee council for like it's not DEI, but it was like community stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They pulled him through the mud. They found the nastiest photos of him and put them on Facebook and was like, "You guys really let this man on your board?" They were dragging him through the city of Muncie. The city of Muncie had to make a statement about this man and then removed him from his position because that's how far they drug this man through the mud. Like, he didn't want to show his face.
This Muncie, like, Facebook group reminds me so much of Lawrenceburg. So, once upon a time, Junior Ryhanna went to Chipotle in her Jeep Cherokee. And when she parked, smoke started coming through the fence. What's that about? So, Ryhanna and her boyfriend get out of the car. We go to open the hood, because why wouldn't we?
Right.
A dude comes up to them. Hey, your car's about to blow up because you just let oxygen into your engine. Got it. So, Ryhanna starts freaking out. Michael is like, babe, calm down. Black smoke starts coming out of her Jeep Cherokee 2007. Then all of a sudden, bursted into flames. in the window, black smoke everywhere. Rihanna's freaking out. Michael is like, babe, calm down, babe. Rihanna's telling Michael to shut the frick up. Rihanna's on the phone with 911. Michael takes the phone. Hey, this is what's going on. Michael comes to ask an overstimulated Rihanna a question about her car. Rihanna crashes out. Takes the phone. It's a 2007 blue Jeep Cherokee and it's on freaking fire! Okay, ma'am, calm down. No! Get your asses here right now! Ma'am, I need you to calm down. No, the Chipotle is on fire! Get here now! Click. Rihanna calls her dad. Dad, hello? Rihanna. Dad, my car is on fire! What the By the way, at this time, my dad is a truck driver. So he's already freaking out. Thank God he was on his way home. I love you so much, Dad. Thank God he's on his way home. And he's like, are you okay? What happened? Dad, my car's about to catch the Chipotle on fire. What the? And he is speeding. If you looked on his Life 360, he had a rocket ship. So I'm freaking out, crying. Everybody in Chipotle is evacuated through the back. And they're like looking at me because I'm very obviously crying. Guys, I promise this pertains to the Facebook group. So very obviously crying, freaking out. Michael's brother, which obviously Michael's my boyfriend, comes and he's like, hey guys, what happened? I'm like, my car caught on fire. By the way, still bursting in flames at this point. And like, as if he couldn't tell what was happening. My dad, you hear him like pull into the Chipotle. He's like, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, Dad. And he's like, well, I'm like, my social security number's in the car. I'm freaking out. I'm like, Dad, am I going to be a person? I'm like crying. And he's like, oh my God. And I'm like, Dad, I don't know what to do. And he's like, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. So my dad is very obviously mad because at that point I had gotten my car. I had just taken my car to the mechanic. So he thinks it's something to do with that. And whatever, the fire gets extinguished. Okay. So the next day I have school. And one of my teachers does a current event at that time in history. And we're talking about current events. And then somebody goes, hey, did you guys see on the People of Lawrenceburg, which is our Facebook group? And they're like, did you see that the Chipotle caught on fire yesterday? I'm sitting there, like, my lips are sealed. I'm not about to say anything about this. My best friend at the time, Lilia, goes, yeah, I know what happened. And then I had to tell the story to my teacher. And he's like, I was wondering why I got an alert on my phone saying that the Chipotle was on fire. I was like, it was just my car. The Chipotle is still standing, by the way. So then later that night, like, me and my sister are just hanging out, whatever. And she's like, hey, like, is your car okay? I said, no. Like, why would it be? And she goes, okay, because you just got posted on the People of Lawrenceburg. What? What do you mean? She shows me people from our rivaling school, which, by the way, that Chipotle is the only one, like, close to 3 schools in our conference. So the school that was right next door starts going off in the People of Lawrenceburg. They're like, if I find out who you are, I'm coming to your house. What if I set your house on fire? All this stuff. I'm like, please don't tell them who I am. Somebody finds out who I am. Somebody found out. They're like, is this the girl? They posted, like, my basketball photo. Like, no. And, like, everybody's like, guys, it was an accident. Like, she didn't. And then somebody comments in that post, they go, who the flip parks their burning car in front of the window at Chipotle? It wasn't on fire when I was driving it, by the way. And they're like, so, like, my sister is, like, defending me in these comments because I'm too scared to post anything on Facebook. And I was scared of, like, anything at all. So, she guys, like, she didn't know, like, question mark. And they're like, no, you guys are very obviously evil people. I'm like,
Ooh.
Whoa, all this over at Chipotle? Like, hello? They're threatening, like, my life over this Chipotle. And by the way, that next day, we had, like, a game against that school. I didn't show my face. I was going to go, but I was so scared that they were going to be like, get her! Get her! She's right here! Knowing how my school was, loved them. They were snitches. And they would have plastered my face everywhere and be like, she's right here, bleacher 3, row 3, go get her, go get her. Like, I know they would have done that. So I was like, I just can't even show my face because I'm going to get doxxed. Like, so that was fun. That's how I got posted on my Facebook town group chat. Oh, there's so much more to it, but like, there's so much more that I can't say on here. But by the way, they took down the post and everything. Thank God. Love you, Lawrenceburg. I love my hometown. No, everybody loves the Burg. That's where Noah Kaniga's from. I'm being so dead ass.
I forget that he's a person.
Yeah, he just signed with somebody.
Yeah, he goes to Eastern Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a Facebook story where I got attacked. No, my Facebook story is where I got attacked on Facebook. It was my senior year. It was homecoming. We were throwing a homecoming dance, and we, like, did tickets and stuff.
It's because he's gay.
No. For one time. They do the tickets. They had it up in the school saying you have until this day to get your ticket or else you cannot get a ticket. There will be no tickets at the door. Day of the dance. There's this one mom who goes on there and is like, why can't my son get into the homecoming dance? I put so much effort into his outfit. Why can't he get in? Because he didn't have a ticket. And I got on the comments like, hey, ma'am, it's been posted about. I even posted about it on the Facebook group like that week. It's like, hi, ma'am. It has been posted about. Your students should know. How old were you during this? I was 17.
Just so I could get the picture of like which John we're talking about.
Yeah, think Buzzcut John. It was that era. So I was like, it's been like, I've been posting, all week. Also, I wasn't even on homecoming committee. My sister was. She's a teacher. Like, she was the head of it. And she was like, would you, like, post about this on Facebook? And I was like, sure. But so I said, it was in the student announcements every day this week. I posted about it here on Facebook for you to know. And she went, well, I don't know who you think you are, but my son needs to get into that dance. Okay, ma'am, as I said previously, he can't get in. He didn't have a ticket. It got so high that our principal had to just come to the doors and tell him, sorry, man, you can't come in. And she got so angry. Then he left. But I think he's in the military now, like the kid. He was like the shortest kid in my class.
His mama put a lot of time and effort into that outfit. You guys should have let him in.
Yeah, of course, his mama dressed him.
Anyway, back to Muncie. I love this town, honestly. It's like my home away from home. Every time I just get reminded of little bits and pieces of the Burg. And I'm like, yeah, this is my home.
This is my home. I love... Downtown Muncie is shockingly beautiful.
It really is. If you guys are ever in Muncie, go downtown.
Yeah. Or you can use this quote from David Letterman. If you get dropped off at the Muncie or the Indianapolis airport, drive up to Muncie, have the best time of your life. That's a quote from David Letterman.
Chirp, chirp.
No, but like downtown Muncie, like the strip is really pretty. Muncie Pride's fun. They also do an event called Fired Up Muncie. It was before we got to school this year though, because they hate Mocals. Mocals hate college students. I genuinely think they moved it earlier so college students couldn't go. Like actually. Like I
swear some Muncie locals love us. A lot hate us.
Any last comments about Muncie? If you're in Muncie, I'll do you a good favor here. Don't come to my house. I'll do you a good favor. If you come to Muncie, go to Raising Cane's. Okay? I repeat, do not go to Baskin Robbins. I got diarrhea after Baskin Robbins. I might just be lactose intolerant, but...
Cane's most of everybody can get. Go to If you guys are in Muncie, here we're gonna leave you guys off with some good little spots to leave.
Yeah.
And like to go if you ever come to Muncie. Berrywinkle. Greek's Pizza, but not the one in the Village, the one on McGalliard. And then
I think Brothers, like, even though it's a bar, they have like food like during the day. I think that's pretty good.
That's also an Indy, but I don't know where else it's at except for Muncie and Indy.
It's in like college towns, quote unquote. It's closer
Brothers
to Butler than it is IU.
Also,
Indy.
make sure to support like the small businesses.
Yeah, there's so many small businesses in Muncie, and support your local theaters. Go to Muncie Civic Theater.
This is coming from 2 theater kids, by the way.
Literally. Also, just if you see someone who looks like they're struggling in Muncie, one, they probably aren't. They're Mocals. But don't be afraid to like help people, obviously. Like if someone looks like they need help crossing the street, like there was an old lady in downtown Muncie, and I got out of my car to help her cross the street because I didn't even know how she was standing. Don't be like, that just goes for anywhere, not even just Muncie. Don't be mean. The freak.
A lot of Muncie, like a lot of people who live in Muncie are not mean. The ones who very obviously do not like being like living in a college town show it. So you will know the difference. So don't let that scare you guys coming to Ball State. Love Muncie. Love it down. Come here.
Yeah.
It's great. You'll love Muncie. It's literally your home away from home. Like when I go home, I low-key get like homesick for Muncie.
Yeah, I got really bad anxiety recently because, you go to your high school, you come to college, and then you get used to college and you go back home. So when you come back, like whenever you're at home, you're like, I really miss Muncie, or like school. And then whenever you come back to school, then you're like, I kind of miss home. It's this really weird feeling. But at the end of the day, I really like it here.
Yeah, I love the size of Ball State. I think it's such an intimate, like, it really is because we only have like, 20,000 kids? Which I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really not that many when you put into perspective because people are obviously in like different colleges within the university. So it's like some of the people, especially like, for example, music education, I know almost everybody who's in my class. And like in my major, even though they might not be in that specific professor's class, there's one person I have 5 classes with.
Thed 28, Theater Ed 28, we have a group chat. Like all the Theds, every person in the Department of Theater and Dance, they have their own little community, and I love that. I love how intimate this school is.
Yeah, and also, like I said, Muncie as a whole, like, it really just is, like, an intimate place to be because I feel like everybody knows everybody.
Yeah. A lot of the times, they welcome you with open arms.
Yes. Unless you're somebody who lives by Riverside because then they hate us.
Yeah.
Love you guys, though.
Yeah.
Understand why you hate us, so. That's really all we have for this episode.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make sure to subscribe and like on YouTube, and don't forget to leave a rating on wherever you listen to your podcasts at, whether that be Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And yeah.
College Life Unscripted is a production of Jack Ringenberg Media. The show is produced by me, Jack Ringenberg, Kayce May, and Ryhanna Salter. For more Jack Ringenberg Media content, visit us online at jackringenberg.com. One last thing. Do you want to be featured on the show? Do you have an episode idea? Do you have questions you would like us to answer? If so, send us an email at info@collegelifeunscripted.com. Thanks for listening, and we will see you next week.
Yes, you guys have to let us know if you want to see more of Jack, because he won't come on unless
we
you
just
guys
saw plenty of him.
He's going to cut it out, guys.
Laughing. Is it comfortable?